Time now for the Educated Retirement Show with your host, Jay Kaplan. Jay discusses reverse mortgages and can answer your questions at 951-922-3532. Call lines are open at 951-922-3532. And now, here's Jay.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. I take it most of you are at home this time around instead of stuck on the freeway. And maybe you wish you were stuck on the freeway instead, because I'm getting a little stir-crazy myself. Anyway, welcome to the Educated Retirement Radio, where we contemplate retirement, how to best prepare for retirement, and how to best stay happily prepared. We have a very special gift today in our guest. It's my birthday today, so a very special gift is in order. Tom Hegna is our guest, and he is seen regularly on public television and has at least 5 books out there. And it is said nobody knows retirement income planning better than financial expert, author, and speaker Tom Hegna. He's a former vice president at New York Life. He's dominated the main platform of all the biggest stages in the retirement and financial planning industry. And like I said before, now a regular star of his own educational series on public television. He's a former business executive in the field, retired lieutenant colonel, and economist. Tom has delivered over 5,000 seminars. Let's make that 5,001, including today's, on his signature Paychecks and Playchecks retirement approach, helping baby boomers and seniors retire the optimal way. He has condensed a large chunk of his considerable knowledge into 5 books, and you'll want to have his contact information. So if you miss any of the show or are driving while you're listening, all of that and information on his books will be on the replays, also on the YouTube channel. All of the stuff is on there. So I do want to let you know that today we have a quote of the day, and the quote is going to be what is showing on the navigation screen in Elon Musk's Tesla traveling around the sun. And that's from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy by Douglas Adams, and that is Don't Panic. Real quick, I'm going to say theeducatedretirement.com, www.drheckham.com. My phone number, 866-955-2233, 866-955-2233, or just email me at bestloantoday@gmail.com. So with that, I believe we have a call-in that's going to be very interesting and very timely for us. So go ahead and say hello. Raul?
Hi, how are you? Good afternoon. My name is Roel. I am the director
like I said, Roel, yeah.
Yeah. I'm the director of sales and business development at One Heart Caregiver Resources.
And we know services. One Heart. We've had Randy. We've had your head. I forgot her name offhand, on a kind of mold on the show before. So welcome.
Thank you so much, Jay.
So please go ahead and give us. I know you've got a good message for us. So go right into it.
Okay, I'd like to inform everyone listening and probably those who are watching on television that One Heart Caregiver Services has been here over a decade, delivering caregiving services to our seniors in the community. And as of the moment, I'd like to inform everyone, due to the situation currently prevailing, we would like to assure the public and our partners in the senior community that we are COVID-19 ready, meaning we will be able to service all of their requests, and we have trained our caregivers on this aspect. We are ready to go once we are requested. We are very confident that we will be able to help everyone needing caregiving services from us. In fact, we
Right.
have responded to a lot of senior communities referring for staffing agreement because they wanted some more help from us, and we have responded quite well.
Let me ask you, are your services available to someone on a temporary basis? Like right now, if some of us oldies don't feel we should get out of the house, but we need some care, we need some things. Not a delivery service, obviously, but I mean that we need some help because other people maybe are not coming over to help us. Is that available through One Heart?
Yeah, excellent question, Jay. I'd like to inform everyone that we are available, whether it's 2 hours, 4 hours, an errand, a rush to the doctor, a doctor's office,
Oh,
or
great.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yes, we will be there with our own caregivers, providing our transportation as long as they're able to ambulate from one place to the other. We are very much present in this current situation right now.
Yeah, no kidding. And before any more, give out your name and how to get a hold of you or who they should call if they want any of those services from One Heart. Go ahead, please.
Okay, for those wanting our services for caregiving, whether it's 2 hours, 4 hours, 8 hours, or 12 hours, you can call our hotline. Our number is 818-944-4. I'd like to repeat that. I'm sorry. It's 818-906-4441. Again,
Great.
818-906-4441, and just try to request the service that you would like us to deliver to you.
And you're ready and willing, and most of all, you're able.
We are
'Cause there's
able. We have
There's a lot of
available
people ready
caregivers.
and willing, but they're not able. They don't have they don't have, at the tips of their fingers, the things that you have from, I'm not saying medical, but help and, connection with medical anyway.
Yes, Jay, we are available 24/7, and we will do non-medical home care, assisting
Right,
people. in
but
their
you can
daily
help
living
assist them get to places where they need that. And do you have
Yes.
any words of wisdom here? Because we're kind of short on time, but I was really happy to have you. Any words of wisdom to us oldies like me, what we should and should not be doing in this time?
Okay, for me, I would like to advise everyone to stay at home, as the government said. Don't go around unnecessarily in order to contain the virus. So let us heed the government's advice to stay home, please.
Yeah, sometimes we need to buy groceries and things that, and sometimes you can't order them on Amazon, so, or those other services. So we have to get out a little bit, right? There's just
Yes,
no way
if you
around
need
it.
to get out and you don't have the capacity to do it, we will do it for you.
Oh, wow. Then I think you better give that phone number another time.
It's 818-906-4441, or you contact me directly. My name is Roel. My number is 310-770-3118. One Heart
That-
Caregiver Service.
Great. I really appreciate you being on. And with that, we will let you go and we'll give it back to Sean for a short commercial. And thanks, Randy, and give thanks to Randy, that is, and appreciate all of you and what all of you are doing. Take care, and we'll hear from us in a minute.
Thank you so much, Jay. Have a wonderful day.
All right, back to the educated retirement. And I need to tell you about my day job. Just slip that in here. Loan officer at the Loan Source. My NMLS number 834565. Department of Real Estate, otherwise known as DRE. 792-630. And do you know that besides my birthday, today is UFO Abduction Day? And so have you been abducted is the question. And I think, Sean, I already had asked you if you wanted to be abducted. And I know both of us thought that it was kind of an exciting idea, but decided no at the time. But now,
I don't mind now.
I know now, I don't know about you, but I'm going stir crazy here on Earth these days and want to take a trip elsewhere. So, but don't leave the planet before hearing today's guest, okay? So let's look into the Educated Retirement Radio, and today's birthday, other than me, there is somebody other than me, Michael Redgrave, who jumped in 1908 and popped out in 1984. He was the father of Lynn Redgrave and Vanessa Redgrave. And of course, they're getting old now too, so younger people may not even have heard of them. And he was also the grandfather of Natasha Richardson. And unfortunately, she died in a skiing accident, the wife of Liam Neeson, who I thought did much better movies before that, but so be it. So in any case, Mr. Redgrave was a school teacher before getting into acting and directing. He did some major Shakespeare productions of Hamlet, King Lear, and The Tempest, playing all of the leading roles himself. I was looking for things I can't find them offhand, but I'll find them. Of course, here we go. I'm getting help from outer space. My favorite production of The Tempest was a film called Forbidden Planet. And just as a reminder, there's Forbidden Planet. And then, of course, there is the Kurosawa film, Ran. That was a great version of King Lear. And the first major film that he was in was Lady Vanishes. There we go. Of course, this is the big video laser disc because it shows better this way. And Dead of Night came out of Ealing Studios. Got a little book on that. Ealing Studios did some of the great comedies with Alec Guinness, some of the best, I think, ever made. But there was one called Dead of Night that they did in 1945. And again, it's one of those that we spend hours with because all of the people in the movie are like friends of ours. And that movie was made up of different segments. One story, so it wasn't, like an anthology like that. It was one story, but it had different episodes, and each of the episodes, in other words, every person in it told a story. And each one of those was directed by someone different. But one of the most famous episodes was about a ventriloquist. Remember all that ventriloquist stuff we talked about a couple of weeks ago, including that guy that played a ventriloquist dummy on the Peter Gunn Show? Anyway, that episode was later seen on Twilight Zone, and also there was a movie made out of it called Magic with Anthony Hopkins. And another segment of that movie, Dead of Night, shows a conductor saying room for just one more before it fell over, that is, on a bus. Yeah, it showed a bus saying, and the conductor was saying that, before it fell over a bridge, killing all on board. A version at the door of a morgue in a hospital was also in the Twilight Zone. And somewhere in the back of my mind, I remember an elevator scene on something where somebody said room for one more. The person said no, and the elevator crashed, killing thousands of people. Anyway, both of those films I just mentioned shared the duo of Charters and Caldecott, played by Basil Radford and Naughton Wayne. I think I'm pronouncing his name correct. Naughton Wayne. Oh, also, our man was also in this movie. Well, this is really a good horror film. Not gruesome, not weird, but really thought-provoking. The Innocents. So he was also in a movie called Night Train to Munich. But perhaps in these times, maybe we're better suited for Night Train to Busan. That might be a better pick for tonight. William Hurt jumped in 1950, and in his high school yearbook, it said you might even see him on Broadway. Studied at Juilliard with classmates Christopher Reeves and Robin Williams. I guess I could make a joke about that, but I'll leave that go for this period of time. His first movie was Altered States. Do you remember Altered States, Sean?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, I can't believe that was his first movie, but yeah, it was a Ken Russell film, and of course Ken Russell is a whole nother show by himself. I'll just show you one thing. Ken Russell did so many weird things that have to do with, kind of has to do with why film is film. Why do you make a movie out of something? Because it's presented different than anything else? That's Ken Russell. But he met Lawrence Kasdan, went out to work with him on Body Heat, which was Kathleen Turner's first film, which was inspired, by the way, by Body Double. The Big Chill, which my wife really liked and I didn't care for as much. And as a writer, he did Jedi Strikes Back, best of all the Star Wars films. And he also did Invaders of the Lost Ark, along with Philip Kaufman. I believe we talked about him last week in regards to The Right Stuff and, of course, the second Body Snatchers thingy. But when it comes to Hurt, this is one movie I didn't mention. Wim Wenders he did a movie with Wenders from Germany. I really like this, and the movie is great. It is called Until the End of the World. This happens actually to be the very last vinyl record that I purchased about a month ago. So there. Because, I loved all of the music. Elvis Costello, R.E.M., Talking Heads, Lou Reed, Julie Cruz, Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. I love Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds, and Can. And it wasn't on vinyl till just now. So we can take us a short break if we want to, Sean, or we can run through a couple more minutes. Up to you. Okay, that sounds good to me, because today is, on this day in history. This will be short. We talked about UFOs before, so I guess I could wear that, but that's right, Kentucky Fried Chicken. On this day in history, in 1930, this bucket came into the world. Now, not really, but Colonel Sanders did. He was a railroad worker and an insurance salesman until he took over a Shell station back in 1930 and turned part of it into a restaurant. Now, we not too big on the chicken there, since all of the places are closed, like Popeyes and the others. I was forced to go to a drive-thru, and I ordered the extra crispy instead of the regular stuff, and I was pleasantly surprised. So go get some fried chicken in these days. It tastes good. So I think with that, now we will go ahead and take a break, and we'll be back with one of the best guests we've had, Tom Hegna, and we're going to have a real good talk about retirement and finance, the books he's written, and the best way to handle all of that. So that's what this show is supposed to be all about, and we're going to actually zero in on that in just a couple minutes. Okay, so stay with us. Thanks again, Sean.